Well, I guess it'd be about time to get this warmed up and going. Oh, now, how be this get to working again?
Press the button.
Which
no,
button?
No, not that one.
Not this
the
button.
left.
That one.
No, your other left.
This other one.
Oh,
Which one are you talking about?
I meant the right. No,
What
but not
are you-
that big red one. The
this
other
way.
red button.
Not-
Just not the big, happy, shiny one.
You mean the one I just pushed?
Yeah, for crying out
Oh,
loud. You don't
Brady.
know what you're doing.
I know perfectly well what I'm doing.
Not that button. For crying out loud. You just sit here on your patootie. You play
Well,
with your buttons. I go make coffee.
You do that, but don't slam the door. Ahoy, har! Hi, it is mighty good, it truly too. It is mighty fine to be back at the helm of the old ship here. Aye, I know a captain doesn't often steer his own vessel because he hands it over to the helmsman, but every now and then, it feels great to put their hands upon the wheel and run your own ship as if you're running your own destiny. And that's what we've been having to deal with. Our destinies have been twisted and turned and ripped apart from here to there. But it looks like the old captain's quarters, it'd be back. It'd be back with a vengeance, a hysterical laughter and, mutinously filled amount of of laughter. Well, I wanted to tell you we're doing ourselves a Thanksgiving special this year. That's right, a Thanksgiving special. It's shorter than a normal show, about an hour long or so, but we haven't got all the bugs worked out, mainly because the old Babushka hasn't cooked them all into stew yet. But fear not, we're almost all the way back, or somewhere. We lost a navigator along the way, so we're not really sure where we are. But we'll be there sooner than later, or later than soon. But we're almost, that's the word, almost there. And this here is going to be one whingy dingy of a Thanksgiving special. So, I think let's kick right off with a nice little bit of something for Thanksgiving. What shall we be? Ooh, I think we need the Thanksgiving story. Welcome back, me mateys. Welcome back.
Needless to say, the luncheon there under the trees was a great success, and a good time was had by Puritans and Indian alike. Everything came off beautifully, with the exception of one minor catastrophe.
What do you mean you cooked the turkey, Charlie?
Well, I cooked the turkey, that's all.
You put our national bird in the oven, is that correct?
Yeah, well,
And all of us had our mouths set for roast eagle with all the trimmings.
Yeah, well,
You did a thing like that?
Well, the two birds were lying there side by side.
The turkey was for the centerpiece, Charlie.
Well, they look so much alike that
we blew it now. They're all sitting down at the table out there.
Yeah.
Started on their little nut cups already. We just have to switch the birds, that's all.
Yeah, well...
Serve them turkey instead of eagle. But it's kind of scrawny looking, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I thought I'd stuff some old bread in it and make it look a little fatter.
You do that, okay?
Okay.
They want to hear the Thanksgiving song. All right. This is a Thanksgiving song. I hope you enjoy it. Love to eat turkey. Love to eat turkey. Oh, I love you. Love to eat turkey, 'cause it's good. Love to eat turkey like a good boy should, 'cause it's turkey to eat. So good. That clapping's messing my head up, man. I appreciate it. But I was trying to think of the next line. I'm like, all I hear is clapping. Here we go. Thanks anyways. Turkey for me, turkey for you. Let's eat the turkey in my big brown shoe. Love to eat the turkey at the table. I once saw a movie with Betty Grable. Eat that turkey all night long. 50 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. Turkey lurkey do and turkey lurkey dap. I eat that turkey, then I take a nap. Thanksgiving is a special night. Jimmy Walker used to say dynamite. That's right. Turkey with gravy and cranberry. Can't believe the Mets traded Darryl Strawberry. Turkey for you and turkey for me. Can't believe Tyson gave that girl VD. White meat, dark meat, you just can't lose. I fell off my moped and I got a bruise. Turkey in the oven and the buns in the toaster. I'll never take down my Cheryl Teagues poster. Wrap the turkey up in aluminum foil. My brother likes to masturbate with baby oil. Turkey and sweet potato pie. Sammy Davis Jr. only had one eye. Oh, turkey for the girls and turkey for the boys. My favorite kind of pants are corduroys. Gobble, gobble, goo, and gobble, gobble, giggle. I wish turkey only cost a nickel. Oh, I love turkey on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Oh, thank you.
There be a little. But. Oh, I know how he doing. We started out there with Stan Freberg's The Thanksgiving Story. Then we rolled it right up and stuffed it full of some Adam Sandler's The Thanksgiving Song. From stories to songs, now we need to think about dear old ones. That's right. It's the Hubert now. With a second week of deer camp, deer hunting goes right along with Thanksgiving. I be not knowing why, but I do know that it makes a nice, tasty treat as you be going along through the woods. You can be eating turkey while you be hunting deer. Let them all know what kind of a predator ye are.
Hey, there goes one. Hey, you shot my cow. It's the second week of deer camp. I got a swollen head. I'm lying with the dust balls underneath my bed. An icy breeze is blowing in through the tongue and groove. My pants are frozen to the floor and I'm too sick to move. I didn't drink too many, only 30 cans of beer. It must have been that last shot that put me under here. It's the second week of deer camp and all the guys are here. We drink, play cards and shoot the bull, but never shoot no deer. The only time we leave the camp is when we go for beer. The second week of deer camp is the greatest time of year. I remember playing poker, that weasel must have won. He's wearing mine with swampers and sleeping with my gun. He's snoring like a chainsaw, the camp smells like a dump. and someone's dirty underwear is hanging on the pump. Buck goes in the wood box, Wiener's passed out on the stove. His flannel shirt is smoking, I wonder if he knows. It's the second week of deer camp, and all the guys are here. We drink, play cards, and shoot the bull, but never shoot no deer. The only time we leave the camp is when we go for beer. The second week of deer camp is the greatest time of year. Vito's crawling through the door, I think he got frostbite. He passed out in the outhouse, and he'd been there since last night. And Goofa stumbles through the door, he says he got a buck. He was coming from the wayside, and he killed it with his truck. And Musty cracks a beer and says it's time to celebrate. Goofa's got the first buck since 1968. It's the second week of deer camp, and all the guys are here. We drink, play cards, and shoot the bull, but never shoot no deer. The only time we leave the camp is when we go for beer. The second week of deer camp is the greatest time of year. It's the second week of deer camp, and all the guys are here. We drink, play cards, and shoot the bull, but never shoot no deer. The only time we leave the camp is when we go.
All right, fellow babies, and now it's time to go to our live remote man on the scene at the Pinedale Shopping Mall for the big WKRP turkey giveaway. So, take it away, Les Nessman.
This is Les Nessman, your man on the scene here at the Pinedale Shopping Center where the excitement is mounting. We're here to witness the big WKRP Turkey Thanksgiving giveaway. And I think I hear something now. The crowd is moving out into the parking area. And, oh yes, I can see it now. It's a helicopter. And it's coming this way. It's flying something behind it. I can't quite make it out. It's a large banner. And it says, Happy Thanksgiving. From W. Ladies and gentlemen, what a sight. The copter seems to be circling the parking area now. I guess it's looking for a place to land. No, something just came out of the back of the helicopter. It's a dark object. Perhaps a skydiver plummeting to the earth from only 2,000 feet into the air. Second to the third. There's no parachutes yet. Those can't be skydivers. I can't tell just yet what they are, but... Oh, my God, they're turkeys! Oh, Johnny, can you get this? Oh, they're crashing to the earth right in front of our eyes! One just went through the windshield of a parked car! This is terrible. The cars running around, pushing each other. Oh, my goodness! Oh, the humanity! Oh, people are running about. The turkeys are hitting the ground like sacks of wet cement. See, folks, I don't know how much longer the crowd is running for their lives. I think I'm going to step inside. I can't stay out here and watch this any longer. No, I can't go in there. Children are searching for their mothers, and not since the Hindenburg tragedy has there been anything like this. I don't know how much longer I can hold my position here, Johnny. The crowd...
Les, are you there? Les isn't there. Thanks for that on-the-spot report, Les. Who just tuned in, the Pinedale Shopping Mall has just been bombed with live turkey. Film at 11.
Les, are you okay? I don't know. A man and his 2 children tried to kill me. After the turkeys hit the pavement, the crowd kind of scattered, but some of them tried to attack me. I had to jam myself into a phone booth. Then Mr. Carlson had the helicopter land in the middle of the parking lot. I guess he thought he could save the day by turning the rest of the turkeys loose. Gets pretty strange after that.
Oh, it gets strange. Yeah, right. No, Les, come on now, tell us the rest.
I really don't know how to describe it. It was like the turkeys mounted a counterattack. It was almost as if they were organized.
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
Aye, and what true Thanksgiving would be complete without the WKRP turkey drop? And that's the captain's own special recipe on that one. You hear it nowhere else but here on the captain's quarters. I mean, it's formed right from the show, but we made our own special mix of that. Aye, we're no longer on terrestrial radio. You can hear us on Pottercasting. Pottercasting is a way in the future, they say.
Podcast, you dope!
What heard him be saying, you old babby?
It's podcast! Podcast!
Aye, she's touched in the head. It's pod.
Podcast like pod of Wales!
Yeah, that's what I be saying. A Pottercast of Wales. Aye. Go back to the kitchen and kill some more bugs. I thought you were working on Thanksgiving dinner.
I am. I'm making the dressing extra crunchy just for you.
Joy. We'll be cutting the commercial for just a short bit, and then we'll be right back with our Thanksgiving. I better go see what's the disaster be happening down in the kitchen. Yeah. And don't forget to be checking out the future podcasts of what we have here in the captain's quarters.
P-A-R-K-Y, P-A-R-K-Y. P-A-R-K-Y, P-A-R. B-U-T-T-R, B-U-T-T-R.
R-K.
P-A-R-K-Y, P-A-R.
Parquet margarine from Kraft. The flavor says butter.
Oh, I almost made a confuzzlement. Those are the commercials we be playing right now are vintage commercials. We're not being paid. We're not sponsoring. Oh, we just like to bring back a little bit of what they call nostalgia, ideas from the past. Yeah, aye. So if you think that we got our big ticket sponsors from Parquet from 40 years ago, well, that's probably about how good the check is from being paid from 40 years in the past. As you haven't seen, most checks have a delinquency time after you hand them to them. I like to give people checks that are well out of date to pay the bills. Now, be careful when you're heating your black licorice out there. Everyone at times it will decide to fight that. That was one of them dark times. Now, where I be? Oh yes, that Thanksgiving special. What Thanksgiving special would be proper without a little Arlo Guthrie? Aye, we've got a huge collection of Arlo Guthrie's Alice's Restaurant, but more than most people could even dream that it's out there, and many different versions. But we're going to play the one that most everybody knows and loves so very well. 1967, Alice's Restaurant Massacre. It's true in all of its details. Not a fabrication anywhere is found in it.
This song is called Alice's Restaurant. It's about Alice and the restaurant. But Alice's Restaurant is not the name of the restaurant, that's just the name of the song. And that's why I call the song Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. And you can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Now it all started 2 Thanksgivings ago. It was 2 years ago on Thanksgiving when my friend and I went up to visit Alice at the restaurant. But Alice doesn't live in the restaurant. She lives in the church nearby the restaurant in the bell tower with her husband Ray and Facha the dog. And living in the bell tower like that, they got a lot of room downstairs where the pews used to be. And having all that room, seeing as how they took out all the pews, they decided that they didn't have to take out their garbage for a long time. We got up there, we found all the garbage in there, and we decided it'd be a friendly gesture for us to take the garbage down to the city dump. So we took the 1/2 ton of garbage, put it in the back of a red VW microbus, took shovels and rakes and implements of destruction, and headed on toward the city dump. Well, we got there, and there's a big sign and a chain across the dump saying closed on Thanksgiving, and we had never heard of a dump closed on Thanksgiving before, and with tears in our eyes, we drove off into the sunset looking for another place to put the garbage. We didn't find one till we came to a side road, and off the side of the side road was another 15-foot cliff, and at the bottom of the cliff was another pile of garbage, and we decided that one big pile was better than 2 little piles, and rather than bring that one up, we decided to throw ours down. That's what we did. Drove back to the church, had a Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat, went to sleep and didn't get up until the next morning when we got a phone call from Officer Obie. He said, "Kid, we found your name on an envelope at the bottom of a 1/2 ton of garbage, and wanted to know if you had any information about it." And I said, "Yes, sir, Officer Obie, I cannot tell a lie. I put that envelope under that garbage." After speaking to Obie for about 45 minutes on the telephone, we finally arrived at the truth of the matter and said that we had to go down and pick up the garbage, and also had to go down and speak to him at the police officer station. So we got in the red VW microbus with the shovels and rakes and implements of destruction, headed on toward the police officer station. Now, friends, there was only 1 or 2 things that Obie could have done at the police station, and the first was that he could have given us a medal for being so brave and honest on the telephone, which wasn't very likely, and we didn't expect it. Another thing was that he could have bawled us out and told us never to be seen driving garbage around the vicinity again, which is what we expected. But when we got to the police officer station, there was a third possibility that we hadn't even counted upon, and we was both immediately arrested, handcuffed. And I said, "Obie, I don't think I can pick up the garbage with these handcuffs on." He said, "Shut up, kid. Get in the back of the patrol car," and that's what we did, and sat in the back of the patrol car and drove to the, quote, "scene of the crime," unquote. I want to tell you about the town of Stockbridge, Massachusetts, where this happened here. They got 3 stop signs, 2 police officers and 1 police car, but when we got to the scene of the crime, there was 5 police officers and 3 police cars, being the biggest crime of the last 50 years, and everybody wanted to get in the newspaper story about it. And they was using up all kinds of cop equipment that they had hanging around the police officer station. They was taking plaster, tire track, footprints, dog-smelling prints, and they took 27 8x10 color glossy photographs with circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one explaining what each one was to be used as evidence against us. Took pictures of the approach, the getaway, the northwest corner, the southwest corner, and that's not to mention the aerial photography. After the ordeal, we went back to the jail. Obie said he was going to put us in the cell. Said, "Kid, I'm going to put you in the cell. I want your wallet and your belt." And I said, "Obie, I can understand you want my wallet so I don't have any money to spend in the cell, but what do you want my belt for?" And it said, "Kid, we don't want any hangings." I said, "Obie, did you think I was going to hang myself for littering?" Obie said he was making sure, and friends Obie was, because he took out the toilet seat so I couldn't hit myself over the head and drown. And he took out the toilet paper so I couldn't bend the bars, roll the toilet paper out the window, slide down the roll, and have an escape. Obie was making sure, and it was about 4 or 5 hours later that Alice, remember Alice? It's a song about Alice. Alice came by and with a few nasty words to Obie on the side, bailed us out of jail. We went back to the church, had another Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat, and didn't get up until the next morning when we all had to go to court. We walked in, sat down. Obie came in with the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with the circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back each one. Sat down. Man came in, said, "All rise." We all stood up, and Obie stood up with the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures, and the judge walked in, sat down with the seeing-eyed dog, and he sat down. We sat down. Obie looked at the seeing-eyed dog. Then the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with the circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one, and looked at the seeing-eyed dog. And then the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with the circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one, and began to cry, because Obie came to the realization that it was a typical case of American blind justice, and there wasn't nothing he could do about it. And the judge wasn't going to look at the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with the circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one, explaining what each one was to be used as evidence against us. And we was fined $50 and had to pick up the garbage in the snow, but that's not what I came to tell you about. Came to talk about the draft. We got a building down New York City, it's called Whitehall Street, where you walk in and you get injected, inspected, detected, infected, neglected, and selected. I went down to get my physical examination one day, and I walked in, I sat down, got good and drunk the night before, so I looked and felt my best when I went in that morning. Because I wanted to look like the all-American kid from New York City. I mean, I wanted to feel like I wanted to be the all-American kid from New York, and I walked in, sat down, I was hung down, brung down, hung up, and all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly things. And I walked in, I sat down, they gave me a piece of paper, said, "Kid, see the psychiatrist, room 604. And I went up there, I said, "Shrink, I want to kill. I mean, I want to kill. I want to see blood and gore and guts and veins in my teeth. Eat dead, burnt bodies. I mean, kill. And I started jumping up and down, yelling, kill. And it started jumping up and down with me, and we was both jumping up and down, yelling, kill. And the sergeant came over, pinned the medal on me, set me down the hall, said, "You're our boy." Didn't feel too good about it. Proceeded on down the hall, getting more injections, inspections, detections, neglections, and all kinds of stuff that they was doing to me at the thing there. And I was there for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. I was there for a long time, going through all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly things, and I was just having a tough time there. And they was inspecting, injecting every single part of me, and they wasn't leaving no part untouched. Proceeded through, and when I finally came to see the very last man, I walked in, sat down after a whole big thing there, and I walked up and said, "What do you want?" He said, "Kid, we only got one question. Have you ever been arrested?" And I proceeded to tell him the story of Alice's Restaurant Massacre with full orchestration and 5-part harmony and stuff like that, and then all the phenomena. Stopped me right there and said, "Kid, did you ever go to court?" I proceeded to tell him the story of the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with the circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one, and stopped me right there and said, "Kid, I want you to go over and sit down on that bench that says Group W. Now, kid." And I walked over to the bench there, and there's Group W is where they put you if you may not be moral enough to join the army after committing your special crime. And there was all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly-looking people on the bench there. mother rapers, father stabbers, father rapers. Father rapers sitting right there on the bench next to me, and one, he was mean and nasty and ugly and horrible and crime-fighting guys are sitting there on the bench. And the meanest, ugliest, nastiest one, the meanest father raper of them all, was coming over to me, and he was mean and ugly and nasty and horrible and all kinds of things. And he sat down next to me and said, "Kid, what'd you get?" I said, "I didn't get nothing. I had to pay $50 and pick up the garbage." He said, "What were you arrested for, kid?" And I said, "Littering." And they all moved away from me on the bench there to carry eyeball and all kinds of mean, nasty things, till I said, "And creating a nuisance." And they all came back, shook my hand, and we had a great time on the bench talking about crime, mother stabbing, father raping, all kinds of groovy things that we was talking about on the bench. And everything was fine. We were smoking cigarettes and all kinds of things until the sergeant came over, had some paper in his hand, held it up and said, "Kids, this piece of paper's got 47 words, 37 sentences, 58 words. We want to know details of the crime, time, the crime, and that kind of thing. You got to say turn about the crime, want to know the arresting officer's name, and that kind of thing you got to say." And it talked for 45 minutes, and nobody understood a word that he said, but we had fun filling out the forms and playing with the pencils on the bench there. I filled out the massacre with the 4-part harmony and wrote it down there just like it was, and everything was fine. And I put down a pencil and I turned over the piece of paper, and there on the other side, in the middle of the other side, away from everything else on the other side, in parentheses, capital letters, quotated, read the following words: "Kid, you rehabilitated yourself." I went over to the sergeant and said, "Sergeant, you've got a lot of damn gall to ask me if I've rehabilitated myself. I'm sitting here on the bench. I'm sitting here on the Group W bench because you want to know if I'm moral enough to join the army, burn women, kids' houses, and villages after being a litter bug." He looked at me and said, "Kid, we don't like your kind. And we're going to send your fingerprints off to Washington, and friends, somewhere in Washington, enshrined in some little folders, a study in black and white of my fingerprints. And the only reason I'm singing you the song now is because you may know somebody in a similar situation. Or you may be in a similar situation, and if you're in a situation like that, there's only one thing you can do, is walk into the shrink wherever you are. Just walk in, say, 'Shrink, you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant,' and walk out. You know, if one person, just one person does it, they may think he's really sick and they won't take him. And if two people do it in harmony, they think they're both faggots and they won't take either of them. And if 3 people do it, can you imagine 3 people walking in, singing a bar, Alice's restaurant, and walking out? They may think it's an organization. And can you imagine 50 people a day? I said 50 people a day walking in, singing a bar, Alice's restaurant, and walking out. And friends, they may think it's a movement. And that's what it is. The Alice's Restaurant Anti-Massacre Movement. And all you gotta do to join is to sing it the next time it comes around on the guitar with feeling. So we'll wait till it comes around on the guitar here. Sing it when it does. here it comes. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. And you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. That was horrible. If you want to end war and stuff, you gotta sing loud. You could put a lot. I've been singing the song now for 25 minutes. I could sing it for another 25 minutes. I'm not proud or tired. So we'll wait till it comes around again, and this time with 4-part harmony in the feeling. We're just waiting for it to come around is what we're doing. All right now. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Excepting Alice, you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. So walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. And you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da, at Alice's restaurant.
Sarah Sylvia Stout would not take the garbage out. She'd wash the dishes and scrub the pans, cook the yams and spice the hams, and though her parents would scream and shout, she simply would not take the garbage out. And so it piled up to the ceilings, coffee grounds, potato peelings, brown bananas and rotten peas, chunks of sour cottage cheese. It filled the can, it covered the floor, it cracked the windows and blocked the door with bacon rinds and chicken bones, drippy ends of ice cream cones, prune pits, peach pits, orange peel, gloppy glumps of cold oatmeal, pizza crust and withered greens, soggy beans and tangerines, crusts of blackburn buttered toast, grisly bits of beefy roast. The garbage rolled on down the hall. It raised the roof. It broke the walls. Greasy napkins, cookie crumbs, blobs of gooey bubble gum, cellophane from old bologna, rubbery, blubbery macaroni, peanut butter cake and dry curdled milk and crusts of pie, rotting melons, dried up mustard, eggshells mixed with lemon custard, cold French fries and rancid meat, yellow lumps of cream of wheat. At last, the garbage reached so high that finally it touched the sky, and none of her friends would come to play, and all the neighbors moved away, and finally Sarah Cynthia Stout said, "Okay, I'll take the garbage out." But then, of course, it was too late. The garbage reached across the state, from New York to the Golden Gate, and there in the garbage she did hate. Poor Sarah met an awful fate that I cannot right now relate, because the hour is much too late. But children, remember Sarah Stout, and always take the garbage out.
Aye, behind ourselves there, with Shell Silverman's Sarah Cynthia Sylvia Stout would not take the garbage out. Aye, that's one of the dilemmas of having Thanksgiving dinner that can't be beat, is that you have plenty of garbage all around your feet. I did it! I made a nice rhymey! We'll be cutting a commercially, a vintagey commercial, and then we'll be right back with more of our Thanksgiving special.
There's just one place to go for all your spatula needs.
Spatula City! Spatula City!
A giant warehouse of spatulas for every occasion. Thousands to choose from in every shape, size, and color. And because we eliminate the middleman, we can sell all our spatulas factory direct to you. Where do you go when you want to buy name brand spatulas at a fraction of retail cost?
Spatula City! Spatula City!
And this weekend only, take advantage of our special liquidation sale. Buy 9 spatulas, get the 10th one for just 1 penny. Don't forget, they make great Christmas presents.
And what better way to say I love you than with the gift of a spatula?
Spatula City! Spatula City!
Hello, this is Cy Greenbloom, president of Spatula City. I like their spatulas so much, I bought the company.
Spatula City, 7 locations. We're in the yellow pages under Spatulas.
My, where did you get that lovely spatula?
Spatula City, we sell spatulas, and that's all.
It's a confuzzlement of proportional. I mean, it's disturbing what's be happening around here. It be that Babushka is cooking up a storm, and I think it's an actual be a storm with like lightning and thunder and all kinds of greasiness in the kitchen there. And she's singing. The rats are running for their lives. They thought they but she stopped in long enough to say, "You didn't get it right when you said the Shell Silverman, Sarah Cynthia Sylvia Stout would not take the garbage out." Of course, the only thing she pays attention to is when I make a slight mistake in the title of a song. It's not like it's not said how many times throughout the entire thing. Yeah, you understand what I be saying? Hi, you're good peoples out there. You're lovely peoples. You're beautiful peoples. You're wonderful. Now let's go into, let's see, what do we have? Where did I put that record? Nope, that's not it. Nope. There it be. Victor Bruno's Batman's Prayer. Aye, that's how you'll be feeling once you get done with those special, we don't call them bowling balls, we call them meatballs. Turkey meatballs, or seagull meatballs, or octopus meatballs. There's so many other creepy kind of balls of meat that you could be eating now for Thanksgiving.
I think that I shall never see my feet. I think it only proper to end this portion of our discussion with a prayer. Lord, my soul is ripped with riot, incited by my wicked diet. We are what we eat, said a wise old man. And Lord, if that's true, I'm a garbage can. I want to rise on Judgment Day, that's plain. But at my present weight, I'll need a crane. So grant me strength that I may not fall into the clutches of cholesterol. May my flesh with carrot curls be sated, that my soul may be polyunsaturated. And show me the light that I may bear witness to the President's Council on Physical Fitness. At oleomargarine I'll never mutter, for the road to hell is spread with butter. And cream is cursed, and cake is awful, and Satan is hiding in every waffle. Mephistopheles lurks in provolone, the devil is in each slice of bologna, Beelzebub is a chocolate drop, and Lucifer is a lollipop. Give me this day my daily slice. but cut it thin and toast it twice. I beg upon my dimpled knees, deliver me from jujubes. And when my days of trial are done and my war with malted milks is won, let me stand with the saints in heaven in a shining robe, size 37. I can do it, Lord, if you'll show to me the virtues of lettuce and celery. If you'll teach me the evil of mayonnaise, the sinfulness of hollandaise and pasta alla milanese and potatoes alla leonese and crisp fried chicken from the south. Lord, if you love me, shut my mouth.
Well, we sat down for dinner Thanksgiving Day. We bowed our heads and began to pray. So thankful for the food that we were about to eat. But we wouldn't have been so thankful if we'd known that for the next 4 weeks we'd be eating cold turkey, cold turkey. Breakfast and lunch and dinner each day. It's cold turkey, cold turkey. No matter how much we eat, it just won't go away. I hate cold turkey. Well, Mama shopped around and found a 40-pound one. She cooked it night and day until it was done. Then she got her knife and she started to slice. And it tasted good at first, but now I've lost my appetite for that cold turkey, cold turkey. For breakfast and lunch and dinner each day, it's cold turkey, cold turkey. No matter how much we eat, it just won't go away. I hate cold turkey. Well, I miss meatloaf, hot dogs, and enchiladas, pizza, spaghetti. That's what I want. I want a roast beef, a pork chop, a nice thick steak. I don't know how much more I can take of this cold turkey, cold turkey. For breakfast and lunch and dinner each day, it's cold turkey, cold turkey. No matter how much we eat, it just won't go away. I hate cold turkey. Well, we finally finished off all that awful meat. I said, now Mama, can we have some real food to eat? She just looked at me kinda quizzically and said, son, the other half of that turkey is downstairs in the deep freeze. Looks like it's cold turkey, cold turkey. For breakfast and lunch and dinner each day, it's cold turkey, cold turkey. No matter how much we eat, it just won't go away. I hate cold turkey. Even the dog won't eat it no more. Oh no, Mama's calling me for dinner. I gotta go. I'd be glad to quit this cold turkey. I could do it cold turkey.
That there be... that there be Bucky Habanero with it cold turkey. Now, from the man who has brought us many pieces of toast, it's Haywood Banks with Turkey Bard.
I am a turkey bird, I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife. I eat a little corn, then wander around the pen. Have a drink of water, then it's corn again. Puffing my feathers out, pecking on the ground. Come on, check me out. I'm strutting all around. Dangly noodle hangy thing growing off my face. Looking good, only thing to say is blue. Blue, blue. My big brother Jake, he always was a smarty. He said when November ends, we're going to a party. Going to a party, I'll be the guest of honor, where they will present to me a red pop-up thermometer. I had a dream, all the good china. I like cranberries, light some candles. Pass me the rutabaga. Any more corn? Feeling kind of sleepy. You know I ate too much, you know I'm stuffed. Blue, blue, blue. I am a turkey bird, I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife.
Well, Mama bought a couple of 18-pound butter balls. One's in the oven and the other one's frying in the yard. She's making sweet potato casserole with little marshmallows on the top. He's drinking sweet tea from a great big mason jar. Well, Daddy, he's sitting on the couch with his pants unbuttoned. He's cussing the cowboys with a cold beer in his hand. He keeps trying to get one of the kids to pull his finger. Somebody open a window and cut on the ceiling fan. Well, it's a redneck Thanksgiving at our house. And my granny's drinking gin and the kids are running wild. Well, my family's all here, and we're all drinking Keystone beer. We're kicking up a ruckus, you can hear us for a country mile. My little sister got another tattoo and a brand new boyfriend. New set of boobs and spiked purple hair. And she pays for all her groceries now with $1 bills. She got a brand new job wearing nothing but her underwear. Well, my brother, he's hit the big time. He's working at a Walmart. In a couple more months, he'll get another 10-cent raise. Well, Uncle Doug, he's still in the pen, but he'll be home for Christmas. But he'll be back in by Easter if he don't change his ways. Well, it's a redneck Thanksgiving at our house. Well, Granddad's hammered and the kids are running wild. 'Cause my family's all here, and we're all drinking Shinerbach beer. Yeah, we're kicking up a ruckus, you can hear us for a country mile. And me, I'm just sitting on the front porch and I'm picking this old guitar. I'm dreaming about being a country star someday. Hell, I'd be out on tour right now if I could just start drinking a little less. I got my third DUI and they took my license away. Well, it's a redneck Thanksgiving at our house. We're all getting stoned and the kids are running wild. Well, my family's all here, and we're all drinking Lone Star beers. Yeah, we're sucking them down like they're going out of style. Yeah, we're kicking up a ruckus, you can hear us for a country mile.
That there be Viva Descalzo. Viva de Descalzo. I'm so confuzzled by things right now because of what I just saw there in the kitchen. There's things you just shouldn't be doing to food. And that's what will be our Thanksgiving dinner momentarily. But we had with Redneck Thanksgiving, we will discuss. But yeah, it was horrible. After all of what I saw and all the turkey that I consumed, I think we need to have ourselves a nice thin mint. A mint so thin it's wafer thin. I think that would be just a thing to settle our tummies. After all of that wonderful Thanksgiving dinner, just a nice wafer thin mint, like what Monty Python has to offer. And I'm sure we all can feel this our way.
And finally, monsieur, a wafer thin mint. Oh, sir, it's only a tiny little thin one. Oh, sir. It's only a wafer thin.
Yeah, I couldn't eat another thing. I'm absolutely stuffed. Bugger all.
Oh, sir, just one.
Oh, just one.
Just the one, monsieur. Voila.
How many of us have felt like we want to explode as we get done with a grand feast like that? And with that, we're almost to our time.
Time to be thankful!
It feels like I'm being called to the gallows. With that, I hope to see you be it next week or the week after. We're working on our Pottercast, and oh dear.
Dinner time!
Well, good night.
So just chill till the next episode.